Quinta giornata di manifestazione di Eima International 2021, anche oggi è arrivato il momento.
Fifth day of Emai International 2021. Today, as well, we have to take stock of the situation and wrap up what the day was like. It's a great pleasure for us to have Alessandro Malavolti, the president of Federunacoma, and Simona Rapastella, the general director. I see you smiling. Are you happy? It was a wonderful fair, both from the quality standpoint but also from the quantity viewpoint. It was a beautiful bet, because when we decided to plan Eima last spring, and we decided on these days, I can't say we were afraid, but we had a series of question marks, and we've overcome this bet. I'm really happy of the figures and of how it went, and of the comments, enthusiastic comments by the exhibitors. I only regret that there were people who didn't believe in it. They were not brave enough. They've not come and they've not enjoyed a beautiful fair. Yes, this is very true. You're also smiling. Yes, absolutely, yes. Fabrizio, I'm joyful. I'm very happy because, as the president said, we have won a bet. It was a great challenge for all of us as organizers because we believed in it, but certainly the situation, also from the organizational viewpoint, was not at all simple to put in place such a trade show as Eima International. But I can say that also the results are quite unexpected, because we had 198,000 visitors yesterday, so we have exceeded 50% of the 2018 visitors. And then in the official press release tomorrow morning, we will inform everyone of the presence of foreign visitors, which also went beyond our expectations. We're also particularly happy and satisfied because, we had a feeling we should aim at quality instead of quantity. And we did an analysis on this, and it was the right decision. This is according to the feedback we have received from the exhibitors. They touched this with their own hands. Especially in the first few days, they had time to contact the people in trade. So those who had to come have really come. Well, there were many unknowns when you decided to organize this event. You didn't know whether there would be another lockdown, whether it was possible to reach the trade grounds in safety conditions. Many themes were covered at Eima: the market, the technology, and also issues. Well, this is actually typical of an international trade show which has a great value in the international markets. Many things were touched upon, right? Yes, we are in a positive market situation. All our companies are working hard and very much. And they have exceeded the 2020 production. But we were one of the lucky sectors to be in line with the 2019 figures. We've had little impact from the pandemic. This year we have good results concerning the registrations and the exports. 45% more registrations for tractors and 53% more for combined harvesters, and over 20% more exports. the forecasts are very good for the coming year in terms of orders, etc. The problem is raw materials, because we thought their prices would have come to a halt in September, but unfortunately they have continued growing, and also transportation, which is becoming almost unbearable because most of our companies export more than 2/3 of their production. And then we have some problems in the north of Italy concerning labor. We find it difficult to recruit enough labor to meet the demand, which continues to be on the rise. Rising prices. This means that, that this has an impact also on our daily lives. Socially speaking, we will see this when buying things. Yes, this year with some commodities in store, reducing our margins, we were able to limit price increases, but we're not able to do this anymore. This will certainly lead to a double-digit price increase also next year. My concern is that this, plus the energy prices, plus the chemicals, plus the fertilizers, will lead to an increase in the food commodities. Inflationary logic, which can cause social problems. In Italy, we have many families below the threshold of poverty, in spite of being a beautiful country, and I hope the government will react to this, because we cannot afford social unrest and social problems. This is not only an Italian problem. My concern is uncontrolled migration in Europe, because people are hungry. There has been a 7 to 8% increase in corn and also in milk. I hope that these prices will actually get lower in the coming months. We've talked about exports on other occasions, and also meetings with foreign visitors. Well, what about the results? Well, we were very happy also because of the institutional meetings we had with our policy makers at Eima. We have to talk about the future of mechanization and the future plans and programs for farming. Actually, touching with their own hands what the industry is doing is very important for politicians, and this is possible at a fair like this one. The meetings were successful. We're absolutely satisfied, also because people can realize what this is all about. Our political decision makers, our policy makers that deal with agriculture very often don't have an idea how wide this industry is, also in terms of mechanization, etc. And it's a sign of excellence in our country. Well, at the end of the trade show, we will meet again in order to start close relations with them and bring our issues forward. Do you agree? Yes, I believe that institutional relations at this Eima trade show were very positive. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has participated very carefully. Mr. Di Stefano and the Italian Trade Agency, Italian members of Parliament from the Senate and lower chamber committees. Well, I must say that the Ministry of Agriculture was not that involved, and I regret this. I'm very sorry. not because we needed them for advertising purposes, irrespective of their presence, but I think that all the members of institutions and the political world that came to visit Eima have learned something, not because we're here to teach, but, this trade show, the exhibitors, the impressive number of different machines, 40,000 different machines, make you understand what precision farming means, what robotics and mechanization mean. I think that politicians have a possibility to appreciate what this industry is like in a very short period of time. I do regret that we could not transfer the concept of mechanization and technology investments in agriculture to the Ministry of Agriculture. Well, certainly Eima needs no advertising. It's part of the history of farming in Italy. Organizing such an event, for organizing it, the Federation has to work night and day. Organizing it is complex. So congratulations, because you did a wonderful job. Sometimes we forget congratulating those that really deserve congratulations. So we have really worked a lot. Thanks for this acknowledgement. We are a streamlined structure and organization, but we're in love with this industry. We are competent. We have the necessary skills to organize a trade show like this one on account of our know-how and expertise in the organization of international trade shows. It was challenging. It was a challenging event to put in place, Fabrizio, because there were many variables, complex variables, many question marks, but also very close to these days we were able to work hard and never give up. We have worked in an unprecedented way at this edition, extraordinary edition 2021. But actually we were rewarded because of a great level of satisfaction. It's not self-referential, it's real, because objective figures speak for themselves. This is what we have witnessed in the past 5 days, and this is what comes from our industry. When our companies show very honestly their satisfaction beyond their own expectations, we are rewarded for the enormous job we did. And I must say that from some countries, visitors were not able to reach Italy. Yes, this is very important. This is what we mentioned at the press conference as well, because, we had 350 exhibitors, but, a large share was missing China. In 2018, we had more than 200 Chinese companies, and also companies from India, South America, Russia. So many countries that could not come, or they lifted the lockdown only a few weeks ago, and the exhibitors could not send their machinery. We had exhibitors from far away that could not come. Let me also add a comment. I'm the president, I'm a member on the one hand, I'm an exhibitor, and on the other hand, the president of Feder Unacom. I've got 3 roles here. The fair is a sort of magic. I'm saying this as an entrepreneur because the whole all the companies, my company and also other companies, work one year to make new products, to improve the existing products, to implement a new commercial offering, to show the best of ourselves at the trade show. This is the magic. We come to the fair with so many hopes, and we consider what the visitors like, what they like less, what your customers say. The smaller a company is, the higher the expectations. And now I'm speaking as the president of Federunacom. This magic is amplified. We're a trade association, not an organizer of fairs. And in the interest of our members, we organize Eima so that they can showcase all their products. So we have utmost satisfaction. We were able to fulfill their need, their desires and wishes. We organized a very good fair, and the whole industry is happy. This is the magic of a trade show. You know, I've seen so many friends and entrepreneurs. You know, they will go back home exhausted, very tired, because a fair is always tiring, but everyone is happy. Unfortunately, we could have no international fairs in the past 2 years. This is the first international fair that went live. They were all very happy. They met their customers, they showed them new products, whether they like them or not. Well, it doesn't really matter. They were again in a market which is live. We as organizers feel this magic. We were able to organize a beautiful fair. Well, this is my 25th year at Eima. I'm also celebrating this year. Simona, well, we have to meet next year, right? Because we won't stop. Yes, just 1 week rest because we all need it. But really this edition has stimulated us a lot. We feel full of motivation, and we are ready to work for the next edition. 1 year goes by very quickly to organize a trade show such as Eima. We really need this year from the strategic promotional standpoint, so we really wait for you in high numbers with great novelties from November 9 to 13th, 2022. We'll have Emai International again. President, congratulations, everybody. Great job. Well, this year in Italy we won everything, right? Yes, we have an excellent Prime Minister that brought us luck. We won the European Championship. We had good medals. I'm sorry for the UK. We won 4x100, also in cycling, and I think we were winners also in agricultural mechanics these days. I think we should thank the journalists. We tend to forget them, but they did a wonderful job at Eima to showcase our products, advertise our sector, show what's new, and also, you know, disseminate interest in a sector. You know, up to 10-15 years ago, the idea was that farming was a backward activity, but now it's very close to being a sort of aerospace industry. Thank you very much for what you did, especially these days. Thanks very much, President, because we love our job. We work on Saturdays, Sundays, we follow all the trade shows. As you know, I'm responsible for wine and gastronomy with a background in farming. We don't simply show the pictures of the dishes, but we want to show the whole supply chain. Thanks to the Director General and President of Federunacom. Can you close with one sentence? Yes, we have called the fans of Eima prophets, evangelists. They are evangelists. They convince the others to come by word of mouth. Well, irrespective of my role, I will always be an evangelist of Eima. And then Fabrizio, you know, these T-shirts, I love Eima. We have worn this for all these past days. Thank you very much for joining us.